Black Cloud, Hotep, y'all. Brother Shaka saying Cole for here again. Um, One thing I want to discuss is, once again, I had discussed it, I had brought the topic up before. However, after further review, and further observation of some of our people, out in the community and family and friends and just being out in the general public period, and listening to some of the conversations and that take place, all over within the black community. That mental health is the silent killer. Mental health is the silent killer. And once again, let me break down this mental health piece, because when we talk about mental health, we're not talking about the straight jacket, because that's the first thing you see in your mind, or the first thing that you think is being in a sane asylum, in a straight jacket in a padded room, or walking around with a nightgown on with their ass hanging out. No, it's not. It's not. That's the extreme levels of mental health. But I'm just talking about in general. You could have a habit of just gossiping, and it can become a mental health issue. And mental health just simply means that, your mind, may need some type of assistance into rethinking normal again. Being in the form of normality in terms of your thought process. Is that much clear for you? That's what I want to focus on, because I see that a lot, and I don't like to see our brothers and sisters dying in these streets, or just dying period, behind walking the earth, being misunderstood all their lives, being unappreciated, being abused, being taken for granted, because sometimes we can be arrogant and play like we don't display these things towards certain family members or certain people, but we do. Whether it's directly or indirectly, we do that. Most of us, and most of us will not admit it. And that's why it keeps going on, because, by, not admitting it, that's kind of cosigns the behavior for another individual. When we begin to love ourselves much more, and then we'll in turn have love for people outside of us, and we don't want to see them hurt in any type of way, because over the years you'll develop compassion for that individual or those individuals. I see a lot of it, the self-hatred, the isolation, the mental isolation, where you can be standing right next to me and not be next to me. You understand what I'm saying? Or being at a football game or something, just be, in another state or something of that nature. Because of your thought process. You're not thinking straight. Constantly depressed. You want to lash out on people. Worrying about who's perfect and who isn't. I'm myself in it, and because I have to take me wherever I go at. So if I know that I'm dealing with some issues, I'm gonna be skeptical about bringing those issues around someone else. So a lot of times, if I go to a party or something like that, or somebody's being given a party, I'll go with the person whose party it is, because a lot of those birthday parties are not like they used to be. They're filled with so much, they're just damaged. second. Yeah, so, what do we do about that? Because by me being a certified counselor, I'm able to confront individuals just dealing with, mental health issues. And it's not safe to, approach and administer therapy, to a mental health personnel. And then when they get out of the store, wherever they've been staying at, as soon as they get out of there, they leave. You never hear from them again unless you're hospitalized. And that's the harsh reality of shit. Unfortunately, we have to go through that. But how far are you willing to go to save a loved one? Ask yourself that, But in the meantime, I would like to purchase some, excuse me. One thing I want to talk about is also the movie Get Out. Now, I have the movie and I watched it. I watched it a couple of times. The picture quality, I bought it off the street, so the picture quality is not, 100%. However, you can see most of it, and the parts that you can see is for the most part pretty clear. But what I don't get, I don't understand the whole movie in its totality. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch it again, so I can get an understanding of it. Because based on what I was seeing in excerpts, it's a Dynamite movie that deals with demyelinating, and it deals with a lot of racial remarks, I don't know if it deals with sodomy. I don't know if it deals with homosexuality. I know it deals with the depletion of manhood, the depletion of melanin, and the depletion of your mind. So I'm going, have to find another, another movie, maybe a little more clear. It may be something out within the next week, but I'm gonna watch this one tonight that I purchased. So, yeah, but like I was talking about those relationships. That's what I call relationships. After you be with somebody for a while, now they want to go somewhere and be somebody's freak. They want to go and have a sexual motherfucking encounter with somebody that's the nastiest, filthiest encounter that you could possibly have between two melanated people. Because you got guys out here that suck on anuses. These motherfuckers suck on anuses. And they brag about it. And they call it booty. But that's not booty. That's a hiney hole. The Fruit Loop box. Whatever names they have. The peanut butter trail or whatever other names that they have for that shit. Swords fighting and all that bullshit. That is not innate in the African's DNA. It's not innate in our DNA. Because we never got down like that. We never got down like that, period. We always had morals and principles, and we always talked about and worked on, when it came to intimacy, how to keep everything clean, but at the same time make the encounter so compassionate and powerful. You know, and then you can still, use stuff. Yohimbe. You know, they sell it in liquid, but in GNC, but it has alcohol in it. You know, it's a small content of alcohol. You know, however they it works. You know, and to have you, walking through this house just cleaning up. You know, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of other things in my next newspaper. So get ready, people, for Shaka Sankofa's new. It's going to be a new Street Law News, which is kind of like a makeover. Same powerful information, but with just like a powerful makeover, a strong makeover. More attractive cover. And maybe a little more pages. Although it fits the criteria of a regular newspaper in terms of pages. Not size, just pages. And it's a couple other things that I want to do. After we give my sister her homegoing service. And celebrate her life on Thursday. I want to leave. I want to go to North Carolina, Orlando, somewhere deep down in the Shenandoah, up in the mountains in Virginia. Me and the Queen, we want to take a break so we can regroup. Purge all the impurities. From city life, the smog, the hog. Well, I don't eat pork. I'm just using that as a figure of speech. The fog, the hog. All the smoke. All the negativity, all the violence. Bodies laying in the street, overdoses, gunshot wounds. Auto collision. That resolving in fatality. When 2008, when Ray Hagins was on top of his game, before we found out he was a goddamn fat pig, or a former pig, I thought that black consciousness was going to rise to a point where, we would have been a force to be reckoned with at this time, because we have a lot of strong people in these movements. I'm not just talking about the street law soldiers. I'm talking about the black conscious movement, period. And we got a lot of revolutionaries coming up and coming revolutionaries. Brothers and sisters, that know about this motherfucking devil, and they trying to get rid of his ass, So, I also want to talk about, how our young brothers and sisters, are at these traffic lights, bumming change, having these cups, and I've seen a few of them that, have physical disabilities or whatever. Some are in electric wheelchairs, which is extremely dangerous. And to me, I don't give a damn what nobody say. To me, that sounds like a motherfucking suicide mission that they be on. Wanting to get hit, thinking they're gonna survive after 3 or 4 months of being in a motherfucking coma. You come out here and you have half the DC following you. As after you get paid, you be around here just celebrating and actually going out of your mind, killing yourself once again. And a lot of our babies have vicious habits, more vicious than the habits that the people my age, when they were young, when they were coming up. This E-pill, man, this E-pill shit is vicious, man. Mixed with that, laced with that weed and them drinks and shit, I've had clients, a lot of clients that fuck with this shit, you know. And they say a lot of times they wake up, don't know where they at, they got all their clothes off, don't know what happened, you know. Of course, when you with that, for those who be fucking with them white bitches, you know, when you wake up the next morning, you ain't gonna have no money in your motherfucking pocket. It ain't always the sisters. So, you know, let's be clear about that. You know, it ain't always the sisters that be doing that shit, you know. Some of these motherfucking white, you know, camel breath, hunky motherfucking German shepherd smelling bitches, you know. Them white bitches do the same shit, you know. And for the bitch who commented on my Facebook page, you white dog, when you talked about that black people are immigrants and they should go to jail for being on welfare, you old cockeyed, cocker spaniel looking shaggy head bitch. Don't you know that more whites are on welfare than blacks? You motherfucking mop head, you know, German shepherd, you know, ammoniated, you know, hot piss smelling, you know, I don't even know what to say about your motherfucking names, you peanut head bitch. You know, it's more you motherfucking dogs on welfare. They should call it the kennel fed. Goddamn mountain dogs. You know, it's more you motherfuckers getting assistance and relief than the brothers and sisters in the hood. And it started, and Franklin FDR, if you know your history, you knucklehead bitch. FDR, the one that started relief for the motherfucking crackers. When y'all walking around wearing, you know, dungarees and all that bullshit, picking up cigarette butts off the ground, you know, and all that shit, eating cat food, eating dog food and shit, you know. Motherfucking, you know, when y'all was stinking, because let me tell you another thing about when you were in them motherfucking caves in Europe. You know, when we went to come to civilize you motherfuckers twice, you know, 7-Eleven, and I think again in when it was coming to the end of the 16th century, we tried to civilize you motherfucking dogs. You know, white bitches walking around with hair, you know, almost a foot long under their arms. You know, smelling like doo-doo. Yeah, shit smeared all on your ass. Piss, blood. Every time y'all came on y'all periods, y'all just walked around, let the shit drip on the ground. You got dogs following you know, licking the motherfucking blood all out your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got a good feeling from that. And then you just told the goddamn dog just to get on top of you. You know, or pump you in that flat ass. It look like two goddamn donuts for a motherfucking butt, you know, and you know, you motherfuckers were savages. You motherfuckers were savages. Just like today, y'all call you white motherfucking boys, y'all call this shit as far as y'all initiation in the motherfucking fraternity at Yale. Y'all gotta eat a motherfucking bloody tampon. Y'all call it a goddamn jelly sandwich. You know, y'all gotta eat that shit to pledge. You know, you motherfuckers, I seen photos of you motherfuckers recently, you know, fucking goddamn sheeps in the ass, goats. You fucked a goat in the butt, a sheep in the butt. You know, you motherfuckers are just despicable, you're nasty. That's why you like to eat outside, you know, in the restaurants. Out there with candlelights, cause y'all used to being outside eating them bloody ass steaks and all that bullshit, you know, in the caves with fire, with the motherfucking big ass sticks with fire on them, you know, flies and all that bullshit, ants, you know, maggots and all that shit crawling all over your food, you know, and you like this shit bloody. You know, y'all motherfuckers kiss your animals in the mouth. You lick, you tongue kiss your motherfucking dogs. You know, I done heard cases, you know, recent cases, you motherfuckers were caught, you know, by the mailman. You know, mailman caught this motherfucker jerking his dog's dick off, jerking the dog off, talking about he knew the dog was backed up, so he wanted to help him get some relief. You faggot, dick-eating motherfucking faggot, caveman, you know, mutated, you know, onion smelling motherfucking piss dog cracker motherfucker, the albinoid son bitch you know. He told me he wanted to relieve the dog. You know. Motherfucking recessive gene son bitch you. And you know, it's hundreds of cases like that with you motherfuckers doing that shit. You know, and that's the nature of you motherfuckers. And y'all always talking about the niggas, you know, black this, the niggas ain't shit and all this. You know we are. Deep down inside, you know we are. Cause we gave y'all life. Y'all didn't exist until the black woman, you know, gave everybody permission to exist. Y'all did not exist if it wasn't for us. The black woman gave y'all life, and we put the seed in the queen, and the queen cultivates the motherfucking seed, you know, and lets the seed grows and blossoms. And that's what you call a child, another warrior, another black warrior god. And that's why you colonize everything, you know. That's your only language that you use is scare tactics, frightening people, coming in packs like goddamn dogs, coming in packs, destroying shit. Y'all still have that same behavior with the so-called police force, which is nothing but fugitive slave patrol. You know, do your motherfucking history. It's only fugitive slave patrol. You know. So they can't wait to get a call about somebody that looks like me that's in the house, may have some motherfucking weapons, because they lie about that. How can a dispatcher know what a motherfucker got in his goddamn closet, in his bedroom? You know, and especially the dispatcher for this district here. And she's a white woman. You know, a white buck-toothed donkey mouth bitch, you know, just sit up there and lie. You know, it's possibly guns in the house. How in the fuck you know, you motherfucking horse lip bitch? And you know, and that's the same energy that they use in one another, cause you know, and then we allow it. I done seen some of you niggas on the job, you down even family members in front of them white motherfuckers, just try to impress them. Like you not like your brother or your sister or your uncle or your aunt or your grandmother. You know, you got too much pride to ask a cracker for something. You know, and what I used to do was two things I used to do. I used to say, give me this, or I'm gonna come back and put that motherfucking rod in your goddamn face. I'm gonna get it one way or the other. It's best you just go ahead and give it up to avoid a serious motherfucking pistol whipping or get your motherfucking ass popped. You know, so, you know, when you in that mindset, you know, for so many years, and then you try to change, it's always a motherfucker. Sometimes, most times, it's family members. They want to take you back and look you and put you in that same old life that you were in, the previous life. You know, because, you know, they can't accept the new person. So they get sick and start, you know, acting like crackheads and all that shit. You know, and that was my thing. How can you, I don't give a damn how long you've been abstinent from drugs and alcohol. You are a recovering drug addict. Don't get that shit twisted. You know, when you was in the motherfucking crack house with knee pads on and all that old shit, you know, because you was scared to go to jail, so you go ahead, you know, and hit one of them motherfucking boys, you know, for some motherfucking crack. You know, and then some of y'all was too scared to even be out there. So what y'all would do is work like a motherfucker, and then when you get your check, you go to somebody's house and hide and get high because you a coward ass nigga. You know, you don't nobody know you, don't nobody fuck with you. You know, and you petty. You know, see, I know all about that. I know all about that life and all about human behavior and all of that, man. You know, but when are we going to apply it to us? When are we going to step forward and be who the fuck we supposed to be? When will that happen? I'm tired of only just a handful, you know, stepping up. But when they giving out Xboxes and free cheese and all that bullshit, you know, and discount on LeBrons and some motherfucking Air Force Ones and all that shit, some Kevin Durant's. You know, you can't wait. You can't wait to get that shit. And then you'll come here and when you get around certain people and put your family down. And you call that stepping up to the plate, being thorough. You know, it's situations and thought patterns and processes like those that determines the severity of the mental illness that one may be dealing with. You know, and I hope that you understand and are clear on what I'm discussing, because I'll go from one topic to the next and one to the next. That's how, you know, my mind is sometimes. I'll jump from one topic to the next. But I always try in every topic to give you something to work towards, you know, and give you some truth. You know, 95% of the things that I put out there is based on my personal research, not nobody else's. Sometimes I may paraphrase and quote what one of the great leaders and one of the great scholars, you know, may have said, to left that information for us to, you know, for us to grow on and build on. But that's the extent of it. You know. And y'all never heard nobody like me before. But you rather, you know, plug in and subscribe to these motherfucking coward ass niggas that, you know, all they want to do is just play bullshit music and watch TV, you know, and keep confusion going within their own minds. You know, and that's another subject for another time. So I'll be getting back with y'all. Peace, Black Power.